Hello and welcome back once again. In this tutorial we will learn some more terms that actually will be used in CSS practical work. So before starting the practical work, I just give you a brief idea about these terms. So let's start. So grid. The CSS grid layout actually based in rows and columns, so that it helps to uh, make the design work more easier, mm, so that you don't have to use floors and positioning all the time. Okay, then logical properties. So logical properties and value modules introduce logical properties and values that provide the ability to control layout through logical rather than physical one. Direction and dimensional mappings are also included in logical properties. So just like if you want to do one if you want to apply one CSS style in here, then with the help of the logical properties you can include, or you can apply another design here as well. Spacing. So spacing is very common term in CSS. Just like if there is no space in here, the things are not looks good. So also you can see if there is no space in the CSS logical, then no space, just think about it without space, how these terms actually looks like. So spacing is used here to make everything clean and clear in design. Now pseudo elements. Pseudo elements is used to style specific parts of an element. So whenever, just like if we want to apply a hover effect in, just like whenever we put our mouse on some elements, then the mouse cursor will be turned something color, or it will be a circle, or it will be a star. Just like these types of items, we can this types of style actually we can include using the pseudo elements. Now the focus selector is used to select the element that has focus. Just like whenever we want to specify just one item, just like if we want to make these logical properties one to make the color blue or green or red, then this is our specific focus. So this focus selector is used to select a specific element of an design. Then pseudo classes, same as say the function is like the pseudo elements as well. So this one are also used to define a specific state of an element. Borders, as you can see that if there is no border here, the things are not looks good. So the CSS border property is allowed to specify style, width and color of an element under each border. Then shadow property, just like this is a name border, then if we use a shadow, then we can see the shadow of the borders, or shadow of the of even, just like this is a single bar. So if we use shadow, then there will be a shadow will be created here. Then Z index and staking context. So the Z index property specifies the stack order of an element. Also, you know that an element with greater stack order is always in front of an element with a lower stack order. So Z index just like help us to which one actually will be in the top, then which one will be in the second top, then third top, just like that. Then functions. So functions are the statements, as you know, that it helps to process a data or calculate something, and it returns a value, just like uh, mm, 2 plus 2 is equal 4. So this 2 plus 2 is equal the 4. The 4 is the return value, and 2 plus 2, this plus this adding is the function. So if we teach our system just like how to add two different numbers, then we will get a return value for our CSS property. Then gradients. So you can see that you know already how we could add gradient in our website, just like it's a combination of 2 or 3 color shading. If you look at here, just like these two, just if you consider it as a gradient, just like it's showing some purple or blue. So if we think about this section, it's a kind of gradient here, just like it's a combination of 2 or 3 colors. Then filter. So filter defines it, actually it's a visual effect kind of, just like if you want to put a blur effect on your image, just like you can see that in here you cannot see the entire picture, there is some blurriness here. So this actually happened because of the filter, so that we can put filtering in our design work. Then blend mode. Blend mode actually helps to just like combine 2 or more elements, so that just like if I put something on a dark background, then the lighter background will get the color from the darker one. So this is called the blend modes. Then list. So you know, when you already go through my HTML course, there you can see that list is actually helps us to specify some list. Actually it could be an ordered list or unordered list. So in ordered list you can see the bullet point. So these are the unordered list. If I use 1 2 3 4 5, then it will be an ordered list. Transition allows to change property values smoothly over a given duration, just like if you think about this PowerPoints, like just I use transition so that you can see some text coming up from the bottom to the top, right? Just like this is a kind of transition. Overflow. So the CSS overflow property controls what happened to content that is too big to fit into an area, just like if this text actually getting out from this area, then overflow property will help to fit these elements into this specific white area. Okay, so I will give you a clear idea when I will start the practical sessions as well. So this is the theoretical session. So background. So background actually used to make things look more beautiful, just like this is our content area, and this gray one is the background. Okay, so in this way we can set different types of background in our web design work as well. Text and typography, same. We can use different types of font families, just like Arial, Serif, Times New Roman, Roboto. These are all the font families. And font size, you know that we can use the pixels, different 20 pixels bigger, 50 pixel bigger text, and also we can use different types of typography as well, just like if we can create space between 2 lines or spacing among the text, just like that. So these are all about our theoretical section. So I hope you are not getting too much bored. And lastly, this is the last section of theory, and from now on, from the next tutorial, we will start our practical thing. First I will set a local environment so that we can start our working there, and I will show you how CSS we can link up, just like three types of CSS, inline, external and internal CSS. So in the practical section I will show you how we could link up CSS file with our HTML. So to do that, we need some tools requirement. You need to have a desktop PC or laptop. You have to have a code editor just to edit your coding. So to do that, you can use Sublime Code Editor or Visual Studio Code. In this tutorial I will use Visual Studio Code, and I will show you how you could implement or install that Visual Studio Code in your laptop or desktop. And to test our design work, we need to see the preview, so we need a browser as well, so that we can use this browser just like Google Chrome, Firefox, Safari, or any types of browser, Microsoft Edge you can use, so that it can help you to show the preview. And that is all about our theoretical section. So thank you very much for watching or listening my tutorial, and I hope from next tutorial you will start learning the practical thing. Thank you.